Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next move with Venkat. So we came up with another episode. Today we have Bassem on our show, who is the founder of Joy Digital. So Joy Digital is a data-driven digital marketing agency based in the US. So they have been working in the different kinds of niches and different kinds of brands in the industry. So they have a very solid client base in the US, and we'll dive into the episode and get to know more about Joy Digital and Basim. Hey Basim, welcome to the show.
Hey Venkat, thanks for having me.
Could you please start telling about you and yours?
Sure. So my name is Bassem Salim. I got my MBA last year, and right after doing my MBA, I decided to start my own marketing agency. We proudly serve over 30 clients here in the US. We do have a few clients in Canada and one client in the UK, and we are very heavily focused on combining data with AI to scale businesses, get them more customers and clients in whatever industry that they work in. The top industries that Joya Digital work with are fintech companies, e-commerce, HVAC, plumbing, and roofing. We are very heavily focused on technology. We use AI tools to pretty much like send signals to Google Ads, Meta Ads, and all of the different campaign types and the channels to optimize them in real time, 24/7. So yeah, that's like very brief about what we do, and
Got it. Sounds interesting. So you've been working with the different niches, and you're not only targeting one specific niche of the client. So you might have a lot of different kinds of scenarios coming to each industry. And if you could share a little bit about the current trends, what are the different type of trends you've been observing in the industry right now?
that's a good question. I would say the top trend I'm seeing right now, a lot of businesses are losing organic traffic because of the Google AI overview.
Hmm.
Also, ChatGPT, Gemini are taking over more traffic than what people have been thinking of. If somebody's not really investing time, money, and energy into ranking on these AI search engines, then they will be, not not be in the best situation down the line. Because right now, if if even if you go out and ask your friends or like go to a coffee shop and look around and ask people are using ChatGPT more often than Google now. And for those who still like to use Google, they just like look at the Google AI overview. They don't really, scroll through all of these different pages that we used to get before. The, like you said before, attention span is just like getting shrinked by day
Yeah.
because of all of these social media, all of this content that we see and consume. And so people are really looking for a short, if conversational answer to what they are looking for rather than actually going to a website and reading a blog. So this is the major shift I'm seeing, and it will happen even more rapidly next year, especially with Gen Z and all of this young generation. They will be more adaptable to AI, more than the older generation. So it will become even more prominent and more important for businesses to focus on ranking themselves on AI search engines.
Got it. Completely makes sense. So working with one niche is a kind of a different job. Like you'll understand everything top to bottom, but how is it like working with different types of niches and how you handle different types of clients in your business?
That's a good question. So basically, we work with 5 niches at the moment, and
Mm.
our real focus here is to get, you know, them the best results possible. We don't really do every niche out there. We're just like very focused on these five. The reason why we are focused on these five, and I will answer your question in a second, is for diversification. Like if you have seen or if you have been following the fintech industry when COVID hit and interest rate gone down, they did great. And then when the interest rates started going back up, by the Fed Reserve, then they started to suffer. When interest rates goes up, people don't really want to take on loans, and the business and the investors are not really motivated to invest that much with a high interest rate environment. And in this case, these businesses got hit very hard, and I know a lot of these businesses had to do layoffs back then. And you probably have seen this like on LinkedIn. It was all over the news over, during that time back then. A lot of people were getting laid off, and specifically in the tech industry. So it's always good to have that diversification and work with multiple niches and also the niches that we have experience in. So every niche that we work with, we have at least, 7 to 10 clients in every niche that we can pretty much, really deeply understand the niche, understand the different markets, understand the dynamics of this industry.
What type of challenges do you generally face right now?
Well, at this stage, I would say like building the right team. It's quite challenging to find the right people, train them properly. Also, the AI tools we are using are not very commonly used in the industry, particularly with other agencies, because they are a little bit more expensive and we also customize them based on our needs. So, like going through this whole process, building the team, training them, making them comfortable with the technology you are using is difficult and it's time consuming, but it's doable. I mean, it's like any business out there. Like there are always like pros and cons. There are always things that, you need to learn new skill sets and you pretty much like you need to be on top of everything. So that's one challenge. The other challenge a challenge I would say is, you know, keeping up with everything. Sometimes I get too busy working with over 30 clients and trying to keep up with this new feature out there and what Google is changing in terms of how they rank businesses on their search engine. Being on top of everything is a little bit difficult when you get too busy, but again, it's very manageable. But I would say like the main challenge is building the right team.
Got it. So yeah, you have been mentioning a lot about AI and integrating AI in your business and and for your clients. If we talk about the lead generation, especially, what type of methods you follow and what type of strategies, if you could share a little bit about what is really working for you right now.
So lead generation for my own agency and for my clients. Okay. So for my own, it's a little bit different because basically the leads we are trying to attract are B2B leads, and we typically use platform called Zoom Info. I'm not sponsoring them. They're not sponsoring me or paying me any promotion. They are okay. They are decent, but I know like recently there's a lot of tools out there that came out that are actually cheaper with the same level of accuracy. So this is pretty much like how we get our leads, or one of the ways we get our leads. We get also leads through the content I'm creating. Watch my content, they reach out, they show interest, we have on a call with them, and we take it from there. Also, we do a lot of cold calling and cold outreach through email and LinkedIn. So this also works. In terms of my clients, it really depends on the industry, but let's say, local home service businesses like roofing, plumbing, and HVAC companies, what we do for them are basically getting them organic traffic through Google and all of the AI search engines. And the second thing we do for them is paid ads. And the main driver I would say is just like Google local service ads and Google ads in general, like search ads, display ads, PMAX campaigns. These are all of the different ad types where they get leads. For e-commerce, it's primarily Google Ads, Meta Ads, and TikTok. And sometimes it's a Snapchat. It really depends on the business itself and the type of products that they are selling. Fintech, it's primarily, I would say, like Google and Meta campaigns.
How you are coping up with these new trends coming in the industry, especially 2025 is going to be the biggest shift in the entire, especially for the marketing industry. So how you are integrating them into your daily workflow.
So you're referring about the shifts, about the AI shifts that we're seeing and how we're integrating them?
If you could share a little bit about what kind of specific automations or the kind of AI solutions you are integrating in your business right now.
So the one thing that first came to my mind is Obvious Clip, which basically it's a tool where, let's say, I record a piece of content like 5-6 minutes video. I can just simply upload that video and then it will cut it into reels. Automatically, it reads what I say, it listens, pretty much does a lot of the things. It adds the captions, it can also add the logo of the company, and then automatically schedule it for my social media. Can have just like, you just basically record the piece of content and you upload it, and pretty much it's automated from there. The other automated tools, I mean, we use a lot of automation. We use Search Atlas for SEO and organic traffic and, the AI search engines visibility. We also use Optimizer for paid media management. And what Optimizer does, you can um, pretty much automate a lot of the day-to-day maintenance and optimizations that you have to make inside Google Ads to maintain the account and improve performance.
Got it. So are you also helping your clients with the content and the content marketing using the AI, or
No.
what are the content strategies you've been following, especially integrating with the AI?
Yeah, so a lot of infographics. I would say it really helps business get ranked on all of these AI search engines. We use Search Atlas to create a lot of our content, and we also have our own graphic designer in-house to pretty much, design all of the visuals for us. In terms of the other content we create for my own personal branding for the company and for our clients, we shoot the content. We pretty much like send somebody out there like a videographer to shoot whatever content we want to shoot, and then we edit that. Obviously, we have to give the videographer the direction of how we want the content to be like. But really, like, our main focus is to generate as much content as we can that will help us rank on the AI search engines. And recently I started to see that AI search engines and Google's more specifically is rewarding more videos for visibility over text. So, if you type in something, sometimes it will link you to a video specifically in the AI mode. So a lot of videos, a lot of infographics are, where things are heading in the next 6 months.
Completely makes sense. Yeah. So we talk a little bit about your business goals. So where do you want to see Joy Digitals in the next 12 months?
So definitely doubling in clients count. We want to cross 60 clients in the next 12 months, and still serving the US clients. I really like the US market. I have been in the US market for about like 9 years now, possibly expanding more into Europe. We have one client in the UK, but we want to also expand more into the Europe region.
If anyone wants to find you out, they can find you.
Yeah, so you guys can reach out to me on LinkedIn. It's Bassem Salim. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. It's Bassem.Salim, Salem. And you can also reach out to us on our website, Joya Digital, Joya digital.com. Yeah, excited to help, other businesses out.
Thank you for sharing all the information. That's fantastic, Basim. It has been really an amazing episode. We have learned a lot about you and your business, the strategies you've been following, especially the tools you mentioned. They are really, really helpful. I hope audiences are also find it really helpful for their daily workflow. It is really nice talking with you, and yeah, we hope to see you again on the episodes.
Thanks for having me. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.